Welcome back. Financial experts are sounding the alarm that a recession may be near. We have a family trust lawyer and author of The Family Nest Egg, Meier, joining us now. We're so glad to have you because this is really useful information, right? There have been so many layoffs. We're seeing layoffs in the tech sector, thousands of people every day, sometimes without warning, sometimes without even someone telling them in person. And a lot of people are worried that this could happen to them and want to know how to prepare and how to protect their families. So how do you prepare? And you actually have a system, like a friendly reminder acronym. What is it?
Yeah, so we want families to stay safe. And so that's the acronym. So the first thing we want families to do is to set personal and financial goals, because when we're clear about what matters most to us, it's easier to adjust our finances and our budgets. So like if you love your summer vacation, then it's going to make it easier to skip going out to eat because you know you'd rather spend that money on flights.
Prioritize. Yeah.
And then the next thing we want people to do, the A, is to analyze their skill set. So some industries in a recession get hit harder than others. So the best thing to do is to make sure you know what your actual skills are. And if you need to pivot to a different industry, you're more prepared. And you can also update your resume so you're not scrambling if you do get laid off.
Be proactive about all of that. And what is the F?
So the F is the one that none of us like to do, but it's really important, and that's to fund our rainy day account. A lot of people actually live paycheck to paycheck, and it's hard. I think I just saw eggs were like $20 or something ridiculous, but we need to be saving at least 6 to 9 months of basic living expenses. So if a recession does happen, we do lose our job, we have something to tap into.
And this is a hard one. This is why people come to you, right? Because you hear maybe invest the maximum into your savings account or whatever. But if you are living in paycheck to paycheck, you don't own a home, you're trying to rent, you're trying to make car payments, you're trying to put kids through school, it's not easy.
Right, and actually having an emergency fund is the most important thing that you can do first.
Is that the E?
Yeah.
What's
No,
the
E is actually to expand our mindsets. And so when I hear the word recession, like everybody else, oh my gosh, you freak out a little bit. You want to make sure people are taken care of if you have employees, things like that. But it's important that we stay positive and to remember a lot of people actually find their dream job or start their own business during a recession because it forces us to do things we might not would have if we were comfortable. So
I think COVID taught us a lot about that,
gosh,
right?
it sure did.
A lot of people found new horizons and even moved. And you say, this might not be verbatim, but you say a good parent worries and a great parent plans or prepares.
Yes, yeah, good parents worry, great parents plan. And so it's good to be, conscious of these things and have them on our radar, but it is great to just take time to plan ahead and to have that confidence, and then we'll all sleep better at night knowing that we are prepared.
What is something that viewers can do today, a concrete step, because intellectually you need to save, you need to plan, you need to have an emergency fund, but what is something practical everyone can do right now today to help them get a little more prepared?
You know what? I think everyone should go home and write their if life were perfect list about what matters most to them, what they want to achieve. Read it every night before they go to bed, and they'll have a lot of clarity and a lot of motivation to reach their goals and their dreams.
It is a really interesting way to look at it kind of more holistically and what your goals are as a person and overall.
Sure. I mean, you could skip your latte, but we like our lattes. So it's better to just focus on what you really want and to give yourself that confidence that you can do it.
And you have a new book just out?
Yeah, The Family Nest Egg. And so it's the complete guide to building long-term wealth and security aimed towards people who are trying to raise families and pay for things. It lays out all the action steps families should take, and it puts it in a certain order so you know what needs to be done first.
So maybe check out that blueprint if you're planning ahead. Laura, thank you so much for joining us. Really useful information.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Appreciate it.